Right now, as you watch this video, a silent war is being fought. No bullets, no soldiers, no declarations, just code, data, and trillions of dollars moving at the speed of light. The weapon? Artificial intelligence. The prize? Control of the global economy. Control of the future itself. And the question no one is asking loudly enough is this: who's winning? Every few generations, something comes along that doesn't just change an industry, it rewrites the rules of civilization. The steam engine did it in the 1700s. It moved power, literally and politically, from farms to factories, from lords to industrialists. Electricity did it again in the late 1800s. Entire nations that electrified early, the United States, Germany, Britain, became the dominant forces of the 20th century. Those that didn't, they fell behind. Some never caught up. The internet did it once more, starting in the 1990s. It created a new kind of empire, not built on land, but on information. Companies like Google, Amazon, and Facebook became more powerful than many governments. Not because they had armies, because they had data. And now, we're standing at the edge of the next great shift: artificial intelligence. But here's what makes this one different from every revolution before it. AI doesn't just help us work faster. It thinks, it learns, it makes decisions. And increasingly, it makes decisions that used to require entire teams of humans, entire departments, entire industries. This isn't a tool. It's a new kind of economic engine. And the nations, the corporations, and the individuals who control that engine, they won't just be wealthy. They'll be the architects of the next world order. So let's look at who's building that engine right now, and who's being left behind. If there's a throne in the AI kingdom right now, the United States is sitting on it. And it's not even close. As of 2024, American companies dominate nearly every layer of the AI economy. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, reached a valuation of over $80 billion in less than a decade. To put that in perspective, that's larger than the entire GDP of more than half the countries on Earth. But OpenAI is just one player. Google DeepMind is pushing the boundaries of what AI can do in science, from predicting how proteins fold in the human body to designing new materials that don't exist in nature yet. Microsoft has invested over $13 billion into AI partnerships. Amazon is embedding AI into everything, from its warehouses, where robots outnumber humans in some facilities, to its cloud computing platform, AWS, which powers a massive percentage of the world's internet. Meta, the company formerly known as Facebook, is building its own large language models and has openly stated its goal: to make AI the foundation of every product it offers to 3 billion users worldwide. And then there's Nvidia. If AI is the new oil, Nvidia builds the refineries. Their graphics processing units, GPUs, are the hardware that makes modern AI possible. Training a large AI model without Nvidia chips is like trying to build a skyscraper without steel. In 2024, Nvidia briefly became the most valuable company on the planet, worth over $3 trillion. The United States doesn't just lead in AI software. It leads in AI hardware, AI research, AI funding, and AI talent. But empires have been challenged before. And right now, one nation is spending more, building faster, and planning further ahead than anyone else. In 2017, China did something that should have made headlines around the world, but most people missed it. The Chinese government released a document called the New Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan. Its goal was stated plainly, without apology. China intends to become the world leader in artificial intelligence by 2030. Not a participant, not a competitor, the leader, and they're backing that ambition with staggering investment. The Chinese government and private sector together have poured hundreds of billions of dollars into AI research, infrastructure, and education. Entire cities are being redesigned around AI technology. Baidu, often called China's Google, has developed its own large language model called Ernie. Alibaba, the e-commerce giant, has launched its own AI models for business. And companies like SenseTime and Megvii have built some of the most advanced facial recognition systems on the planet. Systems now deployed in cities across China, the Middle East, and Africa. But China has something that no other country can easily replicate: data. Enormous, almost incomprehensible amounts of data. With over 1.4 billion citizens and far fewer restrictions on data collection than Western nations, China has access to a training resource that AI models are hungry for. More data means smarter AI. Smarter AI means more economic power. More economic power means more influence. It's a cycle, and China is spinning it faster than almost anyone realizes. But the United States has a countermove, and it's not a new invention. It's a restriction. In October 2022, the US government imposed sweeping export controls on advanced semiconductor chips to China. The message was clear: if we can't outrun you, we'll cut off your supply of fuel. Nvidia's most powerful AI chips banned from sale to Chinese companies. The machines that manufacture those chips also restricted. This was economic warfare, precise, calculated, and aimed directly at slowing China's AI progress. China's response? To build its own chip industry from scratch. A project that could take years, maybe a decade, maybe longer. The AI race between these two superpowers isn't just about technology. It's about the future shape of the global economy. And everyone else? They're watching and choosing sides. The European Union has taken a different approach entirely. Instead of building the most powerful AI, Europe is trying to regulate it. In 2024, the EU passed the AI Act, the world's first comprehensive law governing artificial intelligence. It classifies AI systems by risk level. High-risk AI, like systems used in hiring, law enforcement, or healthcare, faces strict rules. Some uses, like social scoring of citizens, are banned outright. Europe's bet is this: that trust and safety will matter more than raw power. That the world will want AI it can rely on, AI with rules. But critics argue that while Europe writes laws, the US and China are writing the future. Regulation without innovation, they say, is just a fancy way of falling behind. Meanwhile, a new player is emerging with a very different strategy: the United Arab Emirates. The UAE has launched its own large language model called Falcon and made it open source, meaning anyone in the world can use it, modify it, and build on it. The country has created dedicated AI universities. It has appointed the world's first Minister of Artificial Intelligence, and it is positioning itself as a bridge between East and West, a neutral ground where AI deals can be made. Saudi Arabia is doing something similar, investing billions from its sovereign wealth fund into AI companies worldwide, including a reported $500 billion partnership with the United States to build AI infrastructure. India, the world's most populous country, is taking yet another path. With a massive pool of young, tech-savvy workers and a booming IT services industry, India is positioning itself as the AI workforce of the world. Not necessarily building the most advanced models, but training them, labeling data, fine-tuning algorithms, and integrating AI into everyday business operations for companies globally. And in Africa and Southeast Asia, regions often overlooked in these conversations, AI is arriving not as a luxury, but as a leapfrog. Just as many African nations skipped landline phones and jumped straight to mobile banking, some are now jumping past traditional industrial development and going straight to AI-powered agriculture, healthcare, and education. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of the AI these countries use, it's built in America or China. The data flows back to those two nations. The profits flow back to those two nations. And the power, the real power, stays concentrated at the top. The world is adopting AI, but only a few are truly controlling it. So where does all of this lead? Let's be honest about what's at stake, because it's bigger than most people realize. First, jobs. The McKinsey Global Institute estimates that by 2030, AI could automate up to 30% of work hours in major economies. That doesn't mean 30% of people lose their jobs overnight, but it means their jobs change fundamentally. Call center workers are already being replaced by AI chatbots. Truck drivers are watching as autonomous vehicles are tested on highways. Junior lawyers are seeing AI draft legal documents in seconds that once took hours. And here's where the economic power shift gets personal. The wealth generated by AI doesn't automatically spread. It concentrates. When a company replaces 500 workers with an AI system, the company saves millions. Its stock price rises. Its executives and shareholders get richer. But those 500 workers, they need new skills, new careers, new identities. Some will adapt. Many will struggle. And across entire nations, this pattern is playing out on a massive scale. Countries that build AI will export it. Countries that don't will import it and become dependent on it. Just as oil importing nations were at the mercy of oil producing nations in the 20th century, AI importing nations may find themselves at the mercy of AI producing nations in the 21st. This is what economists are beginning to call the AI dependency trap. Second, military power. AI is already transforming warfare. Autonomous drones are being deployed in conflicts around the world. AI-powered surveillance systems can track individuals across entire cities. Cyber attacks powered by AI can shut down power grids, financial systems, and communication networks without a single soldier crossing a border. The nation with the most advanced AI doesn't just have a stronger economy. It has a stronger military, a stronger intelligence network, a stronger ability to project power silently, invisibly, and at a scale that was impossible just 10 years ago. This is why the AI race isn't just an economic competition. It's a security competition. And it's why governments around the world are treating AI chips the way they once treated nuclear materials, as strategic assets too important to share freely. Third, and perhaps most importantly, control of information. AI decides what you see when you open social media. It decides which news stories appear at the top of your feed. It decides which products are recommended to you, which political ads you're shown, which voices are amplified, and which are quietly suppressed. Whoever controls controls AI controls the flow of information. And whoever controls the flow of information shapes public opinion, not with speeches or propaganda posters, but with algorithms so subtle, most people don't even notice they're being influenced. This is the deepest layer of the AI power shift. It's not just about money. It's not just about weapons. It's about the ability to shape how billions of people understand the world. And right now, that ability is held by a remarkably small number of companies and governments. So what can be done? Some experts argue for global AI governance, an international body like the United Nations but for artificial intelligence that sets rules, ensures fairness, and prevents any single nation from gaining unchecked power. Others say that's naive, that AI is too valuable, too strategic, and too deeply tied to national security for any country to willingly hand over control. And still others argue that the real solution isn't about nations at all. It's about people. Open source AI, decentralized systems, tools that put AI power in the hands of individuals, farmers, teachers, doctors, small business owners, rather than concentrating it in the hands of the few. The technology exists for both futures. A future where AI lifts everyone, and a future where it entrenches the most powerful and leaves everyone else behind. The question isn't whether AI will reshape the global economy. It already is. The question is, who gets to decide the shape? We are living through the most important economic transformation in human history. And unlike every revolution before it, the steam engine, electricity, the internet, this one moves faster than we can fully understand. Nations are betting everything on AI. Trillions of dollars, millions of jobs, the very structure of their economies and their militaries. And somewhere right now, in a server farm in Nevada, a research lab in Beijing, a startup in Abu Dhabi, or a garage in Bangalore, someone is writing the code that will shift the balance of power one more time. They might not even know it yet. But here's what you should know. The future isn't being decided by presidents or generals. It's being decided by whoever controls the most intelligent machines ever built. And the race, the real race, has only just begun. If this video made you think, subscribe to Future Intelligence. We go deep on the forces shaping tomorrow, so you're never caught off guard by the future. What do you think? Who will control AI, and who will be controlled by it? Tell us in the comments.